Well, we've just been to the town of Sóller and now we've come down to the port of Sóller. The sun's shining, it's come out, it's January the 29th. It's been a very, very cold morning, but now the sun's out, it's starting to feel a little bit warmer. So we've come down to the beach and I think Luna's got a bucket and spade. So she's going to play in the sand. We're going to have a little look around Puerto de Sóller, and there's a few people around already. And then we'll go and have a look for some lunch. She's eager to get off to the beach with Nana. We went down to the beach yesterday in Son Caliu and the sea was dead calm. There was hardly a ripple on there. And here in Sóller, in Puerto de Sóller, we can see that there's actually some waves. And that's because the wind is actually coming directly through that opening between the two rocks there. So there is a bit of a breeze coming in. It's a sort of a northwesterly breeze, I guess. And it's quite a chilly breeze. But Luna seems to be happy on the beach, and Nana's happy on the beach. She's taking her towel down. I don't know if she's going for a swim later on. I very much doubt it. We have seen when we first arrived there was someone paddling there in the sea, and just as we were walking from the car park there were two lads who'd obviously been in the water. I guess they'd been windsurfing or snorkeling. They've both got wetsuits on. It's a bit chilly, I think, but there are one or two people playing on the sand. So normally when we come to Puerto de Sóller, we'll walk to the right there and follow the port round to the port where the boats are. I'm just going to have a little walk to the left, which is not the way I usually go. In fact, I don't think I've ever been down this way. I can see someone in the distance in a kayak paddling away. I think I saw them in the distance as well. The problem with Sóller really is that the sun is in the south and it's very low down, and so it gets a shadow of the mountains until the sun's got above a certain height, and because we're in January it's not really going to get that high. There's a little torrente here which has actually got some water flowing down from the mountains. We've not had a lot of rain recently, but there's obviously enough to bring some fresh water into the sea. If I'm going to go any further, I've got to cross the bridge. I have just put my mask on because you need to have a mask on. So here's the torrente, a little stream that's coming, bringing water down from the mountains and flowing into the sea. I think in previous videos people have said to me to take this route. Maybe I've chosen the wrong time of the year because places are closed up for the time being. This is the Hotel Marina, and the Hotel Marina Wellness and Spa and its restaurant are opening on the 12th of February, so we've not actually got very long to wait because it's already the 29th of January, so just another couple of weeks and the hotel will be opened up. So it'll be interesting to come back in a few weeks time and have a look at the difference, because I think it'll be quite different here on the promenade when the hotel's open. People are actually staying there, and it'll bring a little bit more life to the area. But I also find it interesting, I find it fascinating to see what these places are like in the depths of winter. And we are in the depths of winter now. We've had what the newspapers are recording as one of the coldest winters on record. -4 was recorded yesterday, not too far from where we are right now. When we landed in the town of Soller, it felt really cold, and we saw one thermometer which was saying 8 degrees, which, if you're in Mallorca, 8 degrees is really cold. I know those people who are in different parts of the world will say 8 degrees feels like a summer temperature. Well, if you're in Mallorca, 8 degrees is pretty cold. But as soon as we get into a little bit of sunshine, it just like night and day, the temperature suddenly goes up. And particularly in places like a car park where the ground's black and it's absorbing all of that sunshine and then radiating the heat, it really does feel quite warm. So this is the beach that we don't come to, or we haven't come to in the past, and maybe it's one which we will come to in the future, because there are lots of things all closed at the moment, but I'm anticipating will be opening very shortly. The hotel opening, then the businesses start to open up as well. And they work really hard in the summer months, so they deserve a rest, and winter time is when they have their rests. In the days when we used to go skiing in the winter time, used to find people who worked in the hotels in the summer in places like Barmanova and Magaluf or anywhere else in Mallorca. They would end up working in the hotels in the ski resorts. So they went from one place to another. Some family there having their barbecue. Got a fire lit. And some sort of animal splayed out that had been over the fire. I came over here just to have a look to see if there was anything open at all, and there's absolutely nothing. So definitely somewhere to come back to. Lots of signs of work being done with netting up and fencing up. So there's lots of work being done, so hopefully they'll get all of that finished before the tourists arrive, and then it'll look a lot prettier. And I was looking on the Google Maps. You can go around on the headland there. There's a road which you can drive or walk, and right up to the lighthouse, and you'll get some different views of Pepito De Loma. It is a really picturesque place. And here I am standing just at one side, looking over the other side. So I'm going to make my way back to Anita and Serena and the girls, and then we'll go and investigate a little bit more of Pepito De Loma and see if we can actually find somewhere that's open where we can have our lunch today. Anita and Luna are going to come up off the beach, and then we'll go and search for a restaurant where we can have our lunch. A lot of seagulls sitting on the sea, bobbling around. It's as though they're enjoying the sunshine. There's more and more joining them. So we're going to head off in this direction, and I'll turn the camera off for the first bit and then turn it on when we come across anything that's of interest. We're starting our little walk along the front here, and start to hear the waves crashing. So they're only little waves here. It's very, very small waves, so if you're actually swimming, you're not going to be worried about those. And it is a fairly safe place to swim. On the right hand side, it's coming up to the first of the restaurants, which is actually open. And the tables are set very much in the shade. It's going to be a bit cold sitting on those tables outside. At the moment a little bit damp as well. You can see, maybe if you look at the floor, you can see that it's quite damp because the sun's not managed to get around yet. The sun's on its way round, so a little bit later on. So there's a few people already inside there. It's probably the best place. But we're going to be walking a little bit further. And as we do so, we'll be looking out for places of interest. And one of the places of interest, which looks as though it's been refurbished. It's got all the netting in front of it, the scaffolding in front of it. And this is the perfect time of the year for them to be doing the renovation work, so that it's ready for when the season starts. And they use this netting everywhere. Sometimes they put pictures on the netting. There's no pictures on this netting, it's just netting to prevent the dirt and dust spreading any further. And the hotel is actually Esplendido, is all being done up, tidied up, cleaned up, and that's going to be ready for the season. So when we were in Soller, I was talking about the railway which brings passengers from Palma, Plaza España in Palma, all the way to Soller town, Soller village. And then if you want to come down, it's a San Francisco type tram. But clearly the trams are not running at the moment. This is all taped off, and there's obviously no way a tram can be going through this part. So the trams are not running at the moment, so it's public transport, which we saw buses going to Soller town, and there'll be another bus which will bring you down to the port. I'm saying that without confirmation because I really don't know. Coming up to another restaurant, and it's open, and they've got a terrace out at the front, an upper terrace, and they've got heaters on the terrace there to help keep their clients warm. And I hope you like the sound of the sea crashing against the beach, because that's what the background noise is here. And now, having felt really quite chilly in the town of Soller, walking along the front, and we're now getting the sun on our backs, it's beginning to feel quite warm. It's very, very comfortably warm. Delicatessens open. And it smells good too. As we walk further along, you see more people. It's like lemons on the tree. A very pleasant walk. This is the sort of walk I like when we're in Mallorca, ones where it's nice and flat, easy walking, and with things to see, people to see. Anita likes the shops. There's a cycle place over there. You can go and rent your bicycle. And boats to look at. I always like to look at the boats. So there's one or two moored in the middle here, and then we'll actually come round to the port where there'll be lots of boats. It is a really strange time of the year for knowing what to wear and what to put on. So originally I thought I only needed to wander around in my shirt sleeves, and when we got to Soller, it was very chilly, so I've got a jumper on and I've got a little jacket on, and I definitely needed it. Now we've come down to the port. At first I thought, yeah, I'm going to need that jacket. Now I'm almost regretting it. Very, very warm. So the bar here, Caspages. More restaurant. They've got tapas. Always like tapas. They're open and looking quite busy. Well, we found a place called, what's it called? La Bodeguita, and we're going to have some lunch here. I'll show you the lunch as we work through it. I'm not sure what we're going to have yet. We've not seen any menus, but they do tapas, and I do like a tapa. So let's see. Just like most of our restaurants that we go to, we start with bread and alioli and olives. Nobody likes olives.
But you?
Except me. Luck's in today. So first up we have are the albondigas.
Chorizo.
This is chorizo.
Yep, that's your spicy.
Oh, these are the spicy inferno. And then we've got some patatas bravas as well over there. They're like chips with a spicy sort of sauce. So these are the really hot chorizo. Our next plate is a Pepito De Loma, which has come with a few chips. Pepito De Loma's pork, loin pork. It's got some cheese on this as well. That looks quite delicious. I'm going to share this. Luna's got her spaghetti now, spaghetti al pesto. And we have some croquetas de bacalao with some potatoes. They're nice. That was a very nice lunch, and we're going to just continue our walk a little along the frontier in Puerto de Loma. And here you can see perhaps the waves, only gentle waves, a bit noisy at times, but I've been looking at the waves. You can't perhaps see it on the video here, but on the rocks in the distance, they're really bashing up there, and some big waves are smashing against those rocks, so it is quite rough out there. But this is a very, very sheltered bay. It's almost circular with a very narrow entrance. So the boats that are moored here, they are well protected. But I think outside of that entrance it might be a little bit rougher. Well, it's lunchtime now, and people are actually queuing up to go into some of the restaurants, the ones that are open. Certainly feeling quite a lot warmer now. That little breeze though. Children playing on the beach there, right by the water's edge. They've got no shoes and socks on, so I guess they're paddling as well. I think it might be a bit cool for that. You will notice, I'm sure, that quite a few of the bars are not yet open. This will all come to life end of February, March, as we run into Easter time. And it's popular with locals, popular with people on the island, so some of the places do stay open all year round. And people who've got their boats here as well. So the port always draws people. Actually, I'm quite surprised how many people are looking at the beach in front of me. There are a lot of people sitting on the beach, soaking up the rays. Lost them. There they are, walking along with rumours on the wall. In the distance I can see the smoke billowing into the sky from a fire that's on the hill there. Somebody burning some rubbish. There are some quite strict laws here in Mallorca about when you can actually light fires and burn rubbish, because it's very easy for those flames to spread to the pine forests, and so during the winter time you're allowed, so pretty much from November through to March, and then after that we'll have limitations on what you can actually do in terms of fires. The girls have caught up with me. Interesting sign here. This is the beach. If you want to rent a bed, it's $6.65, bench and an umbrella, that's $11.50, and that actually includes a locker of some sort, and then $18.15 for 2 beds and a parasol with a locker. And the girls have got in front of me now. A bit of catching up to do. See quite a few people actually on the beach, and lots of people in the restaurants. It's lunchtime. It's just 3:05. This is the Fergus Hotel, closed up at the moment. And we're now just approaching the port. I'm noticing a little park there, so I think Luna may want to go into the park. She has been very good walking. Here comes Anita, pushing Savannah. Grandma's been very good. She's wide awake. Little park there might want to play in. Right by the port. Well, Anita just bumped into Diane and Margaret from Sawyer, and they reckoned that we go to lemon pie dining next time we're here. So that's somewhere we've got to look out for. Apparently they do very typical English afternoon teas.
Run by Sally.
Run by?
Sally.
Run by Sally. So that'll have to be next time because we've already eaten today. But I think we will be here in the next few weeks, certainly when our family come out for Easter. That would be a good time for us to come up here because I'm sure they would love this beach, and it's another nice walk for us. You can see the beach is quite busy now, and it's quite unbelievable. It is January 29th, and temperatures now, having been very cold this morning, are warm enough for people to go onto the beach, and for some of them to actually venture into the sea. Not me though. Well, we've walked along here once, so I'm going to turn the camera off now and I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Well, we've had a really nice walk along the front here in Puerto de Sawyer, and we've all done our 10,000 steps, so I think we deserve a little bit of a rest. So we're going to head off home now, so thanks for watching, and if you've liked this, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up and leave any comments down below in the YouTube channel, and we'll sure reply to you. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.
Bye.